students. You're welcome to government class. With you today is Ms. Wokoma Tamno. I'll be taking you on the theme political concept and principles, and we'll be looking at the topic government as an academic field of study. In every country, we have different political systems. These political systems are made up of different ideas and values which a country adopts. And so for you, as a citizen of a state, don't you think it would be very good for you to know the system your country adopts or is adopting? Well, I think it is necessary. And this is what leads us to the topic, government, being studied as an academic subject or a teaching subject in schools. Meaning, you're studying government just like you study maths and English. Like what you're doing right now, we're studying government. The reasons why we do this is that government helps us have more ideas and understanding about our political system or the political affairs of our states. Government gives understanding and a sense of belonging to citizens of a country in the aspect of politics. Government as a field of study has some sub-disciplines or specialized areas which are closely related to government. The specialized areas include local government administration, the public administration, and even international relations. All of these are fields in which people actually take part in, maybe major in, that's the right word. People actually major in such fields. And when you talk about sub-disciplines, it just talks about disciplines in different levels, be it in primary schools, be it in secondary schools, and even in the higher institution. Government being taught as a teaching subject in schools helps us study government agencies such as, I know you all know this, NTA, you watch the television, Nigerian Television Authority, we have PHCN, agencies such as NNPC, and etc. It also helps us to study and know more about the political institutions in your state. Studying government as a teaching subject also tells you of the different structures in various state structures. It means the structure of your state, for instance, in Nigeria is not the same with the structure of the state in Ghana. And so studying government as a teaching subject helps equip you and it keeps you informed on the kind of structure your state, the government of your state, is made up of. And then it also helps us in the study of international organizations of which that state is a member. For example, Nigeria. It's a member of some international organizations like OPEC, like UNESCO, and WHO. And so you get to learn more about such international organizations your state is a member of. For instance, even in schools, we have clubs like Commonwealth Club. That's because Nigeria, it's a part of the Commonwealth organization. And all of these helps you know more about such in your state, or makes you know more about the political affairs in your state. Government as a teaching subject is taught in schools as sub-disciplines. As a concept, government as a teaching subject has its sub-disciplines and also has some of its fields, fields that are really related to government, such as the local government agency, we have local government administration, we have international relations, and their likes. And then as a sub-discipline, government as a teaching subject in school is seen in primary schools, in the secondary schools, and even in higher institutions. And then at sub-disciplines, it is taught in these schools both with different names or known referred to differently according to the different levels. Let's take for instance, in the primary schools, we have it taught in civic education and social studies. And then in the secondary level, we have it taught as government, just like we have now. It's taught as government. And in the higher institutions, you have it taught in politics, as a course, or political science. And so all of these are seen as subdisciplines of government being taught as a teaching subject in schools. The reason why it is taught in schools are many, very numerous. But I don't know if you have ever thought maybe one or two reasons why you actually are being taught government in your schools. One of the reasons is this: the study of government helps citizens to know what type of government their country is adopting. Like I have said, government, we have different forms of government. In your state, for example, in Nigeria, we have the democratic system of government. And so government makes you know more about the democratic system of government. It makes you know, oh, this is the particular one we're studying in, this is the particular one we're adopting in my country. It also makes you know the goods and the evils. Oh, you say, oh, I want to study about democracy being what is being adopted in my state. The evils of them, what's the good thing? Oh, democracy gives people freedom to choose their leaders, you know. Okay, and then you say, but it has some shortcomings, it has some consequences. It is expensive. You know, it also brings about rivalries. It brings about unhealthy rivalries. You see, when it comes to election, every ethnic group, every tribe wants their representative or their candidate from their local constituency to be the leaders, maybe governors, maybe presidents. And so it brings about unhealthy rivalries. That's one thing. It helps you know what kind of government you're practicing or adopting in your state. Another is that the knowledge of government helps citizens to know their fundamental human rights. Do you know you have fundamental human rights? There are some rights given to you as a citizen that should not be trampled upon. It should just be respected. These are the kind of rights that government opens your eyes to or keeps you informed on. It actually makes you know, oh, you have freedom of speech to air your views and your opinions. It helps you know, oh, I have freedom of movement. I can actually go to wherever I want to. And then it also makes you know that you can be a member of any religion of your choice. All of this government helps to tell you or keeps you informed on such. It also, for example, freedom of expression and freedom of movement. All of these fall under the fundamental human rights. The study of government helps prevent people from making same mistakes made by past political leaders. It keeps you informed. It tells you, oh, this had gone this way in the time past, so it makes you know, don't go towards this direction, just like we are now, like yourself. You know, you do this today and you see it doesn't work out. The next day, because it doesn't work out, you see that you want to try to, you know, take another step to make it better. So government actually helps to keep us informed and makes us better leaders for tomorrow. Take for instance, in Nigeria, in the 1970s, Nigeria actually had the wealth of oil, which was called oil boom, you know. And then in the 1980s, it became doom. Why? Because there was so much mismanagement of fund. And so a leader of tomorrow who sees these mistakes of the past leader will know that in order to achieve a better state and a better developed nation, you should manage your funds rightly. All of these are being made known to us through the study of government as a teaching subject. The study of government also helps us to be active participants in the affairs of our country's government. Take, for instance, people participating in election exercise of their country, like what we have on the board. Because of the study, or what the study of government does, is that it helps you know how to participate. It helps you also know your responsibilities as a citizen. Oh, you have to pay your tax, you have to pay your bills, and the rest. And then tells you that you have a role to play in your state or in your country, which mostly could be through election. In summary, government as an academic study can be seen as the study of government agencies, political institutions, and the dynamics of the state. It can also be seen as one which enables people to know the different structures a state has. We also talked about some benefits in studying government, reasons why we study government. We said the study of government gives us study and knowledge of government enables citizens to know their fundamental human rights. We said it also helps leaders avoid mistakes made by past leaders. And we also said it helps citizens to participate in activities that have to do with their government or the government of their states. This brings us to the end of this class. Thank you.